Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime in UK. I am Timothy Lunn.
And I'm Rebecca.
My wonderful co-host. It's wonderful to have you here again. And this is what is our 10th episode, and definitely is our 10th episode, and I am not going to bugger up recording like I did last time. Yeah.
Actually, it was all on your end.
No, it was all okay. Those who don't know, we recorded a whole other episode. And literally I don't know what I did, but I somehow not managed not to sort of get Rebecca's audio. And we were just like, oh my god, what are we going to do? Because the thing with my audio, I actually, as I'm recording it on the camera and through here, I have two safe hold. I realized we're only recording Rebecca's audio through here, so somehow this one mucks up. We got not Rebecca, and we were considering like sort of doing like what they do in The Simpsons with the Radioactive Man movie and sort of trying to thread together what we could. It would have just been a really like wild podcast. It kind of would have turned into a bit like Super Power Rangers, the second series, when the other actors, like half the actors, walked off set, and they literally just like use really awkward like shots. They just like go back through their back library of every shot they got of like the actors and just trying to like work it back in. So yeah, are you excited we made it to our 10th episode, Rebecca?
Yeah, even with everything going on, it's just been a bit manic.
Yeah, I mean, we both live very busy lives at the moment, and that's probably why this episode has been a bit slow coming out. And of course, as an anime fan in the UK, I think we're about to experience, and especially as we haven't really experienced something like this, we're experienced the ultimate crunch, that being October, that being of course the long and awaited return of MCM Comic-Con. And I mean, I'm going into this, I'm telling you now, there's not going to be much at Comic-Con. I can tell that. As an event itself, I see a lot of stalls and people who are normally there not showing up. I mean, they're doing the video game version of it this week, EGX.
Next weekend.
I may be popping in. I don't know if Rebecca's popping in, but I'm pretty likely going to be popping in. So I hope you'll be giving at least a little blog of what it's like there. So I'm having a real feeling that MCM isn't going to have a lot of it's not going to be the biggest, grandest, spectacular event. Like, I know there's not going to be an anime guest. There's normally always an anime guest, and that's normally part of my ritual. I always go and meet the anime guests, but unfortunately it doesn't look like, of course, due to the situation, I very doubt that anyone's going to be able to get into the country. So so that's kind of the thing. I'm just a bit like, I'm just more excited to see people and just be experiencing a big event again. I'm sure you're the same, Rebecca.
Oh yeah, it's just everyone's just gone a bit bananas over the whole situation, and
it has been a bit of a nuts couple of years. I will admit that it has just been. It has. I think for both of us. I think for a lot of people. I think there'll be others out there. I mean, I have to carry on with my job. I have to literally go to central London and just to see everything empty. I'm going to say this now. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. But yeah, it's just nice to know. I guess I got to the end of this, and I will be able to see my friends again. That I think is the biggest. I think that is the biggest thing I missed, and that's why I'm really looking forward to MCM. So that's why I'm going to say that unfortunately, until probably MCM, we won't see a podcast like this, because we'll be working on some other videos. So, loads of stuff to do with MCM, but you won't see a podcast until probably after MCM, until the end of the month. So apologies to that, guys, that you will have to wait a little bit in between podcasts. But don't worry, we do have some absolutely awesome content coming this way. But just understand, I'm busy. Rebecca over here is like working on loads of cosplay.
Well, about one, I'm just waiting for stuff to come in the post so I can finish off.
I mean, even I'm working on some bits of cosplay. So, it's one of those things. It's just like, we just want MCM to be the best. So apologies to any viewers who are going to be sad that you're not going to hear our wonderful voices probably for a few weeks in podcast form. But don't worry, we will be.
You can binge all of our other videos.
You can binge all our other videos on repeat. You can watch all our shit posting videos. I'm sure Rebecca will do some more unboxings. I'm looking forward to actually seeing. Your unboxing video has been getting quite a few views actually the last couple
Yeah.
of days. I've been checking the.
I've just had some more stuff dispatched.
Oh, excellent! So, of course, don't want you to stress out too much, Rebecca. But if you do have time, I'm sure, as I said, the first one was a success.
I'm sure we can all first over Anime Boys together.
Yeah, we can. Oh, what has this channel even turned into? What has it turned into?
Trash.
Trash. It's like we have trash taste.
Oh,
I just have the idea of them just hearing us going, I think someone's stealing our podcast name.
Connor won't notice you, Tim.
Connor won't notice me. I was like, oh, that would be just so awesome if one day it's like Connor responded to me on Twitter. It's just one of my goals is for Connor to reply to me on Twitter. He's a very busy man. Don't worry, Connor. I am not.
What about Joey?
Joey. No, I like Connor the most. Connor, I'm sorry. The other two are right. Connor is my man. Connor is like I want to go on UFO catcher adventures with that man.
You just want the sausage, don't you?
Anybody who's not watched that UFO video, I'm sure Connor is in Japan right now writing a restraining order against me. And Connor, mate, you have every right to.
You and your pork product addiction.
Yeah, pork product. Oh yeah, so that's the thing. Okay, if you want to know about my pork product, because hopefully me and Rebecca will be going to Japan some point in the next year, of course, when everything is okay to open. Of course, we will be hopefully vlogging it as long as I remember to press the record button. And yeah, so we'll be going.
Don't get kicked out of Japan.
Don't get kicked out of Japan. Well, technically, not even Paul Logan got kicked out of Japan. That's actually a common misconception. He actually wasn't kicked out. I think he just kind of left on his own accord. But from what I read somewhere, they actually said no, they actually never kicked him out. He technically hadn't broke a big enough law for him to be thrown and banned from the country. Japan's a weird country on that sense. I was heard is literally if you do something to do with drugs, and I think there's a few other things you can do that gets you kicked out of Japan. There's a little like thingy lesson there. So, but I strongly would not recommend anything with Paul Logan. That is still a big anything he did. Do not do in Japan.
Also, anything they're really serious on the drugs over there.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It literally is weird country. It's like most other things. They'll kind of. I think you can get a slap on the wrist for, and I think he did get a slap on the wrist for a load of things. But it literally is almost like you get the drugs. They're just like, nope, you're never coming back in. If you bitch, that's the weird. I think it's even in that new movie. I've not seen it yet. The People Do Nothing. There's a scene in the trailer where he goes, "Yeah, Japan has a real drug problem. Yeah, the problem is there is none." And I'm like, oh my god, that's actually a really clever joke because that's so true.
Yeah, it's like even in anime.
Yeah.
They rarely.
Yeah. I think the first
is showing drugs.
I think even the first episode of Cowboy Bebop wasn't allowed to be shown originally because that has a lot to do with drugs. If I remember correctly. So as I said, back to my pork product, why I love it. So in Japan, there's some weird law that you're essentially not allowed to import, being pork must be sold pre-cooked. So a lot of the pork you have in Japanese restaurants and stuff is all pre-cooked pork. It's almost like the Frankfurter hot dog sausages. Even at the Studio Ghibli museum, they have this really nice hot dog, but you can still taste it sort of that not pre-cooked or pre-cooked meat is not like the fresh meat that I'm really used to. And literally when I come back, anytime I come back from Japan, I literally run in here, I literally run into this room and literally just put a load of sausages in the oven because I just can't live without pork. It's absolutely wild. It's it's actually quite a serious problem. Right, shall we actually get on to what our podcast is doing today?
Oh, we're not getting lung farms anytime soon.
What lung farm? Oh, we're going. We
Farms. For
farms,
pork products.
pork products,
No, farm.
farm,
Farming pork products.
farming pork. Oh god. Right, so we look at the new releases coming out this week and next week, as we know we're not going to be here because we're going to be crying over cosplay. That's probably not going our way because that's always what cosplay does to me. Right.
Well, mine's actually going all right at the moment. Just waiting on some blooming fabric to arrive to finish it off.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm just notorious for my cosplay breaking.
Yeah. Yeah, how many times did yours break over, Toko?
Toko, I had 2 major cosplay malfunctions. So yeah, I hope not to have any at MCM. Really do. Because there you're kind of.
Am I gonna have to like place a bet on it?
Don't place bets on my cosplay malfunction.
I place bets on what I want.
That's what I want. Oh god. So right, let's get to the new releases. So this week, even though I think they're already out, the first release Rebecca will be very excited over.
Oh yeah.
It's like probably one of her all-time favorite animes. Spoilers
yes.
for when we finally do that episode where we reveal our top 10s.
Oh yeah.
Penguin Drum is
Kawaii Penguin Drum.
Mieruko-chan pun. That is coming out on a collector's edition Blu-ray. Of course, it has already been once released in this country by the people at Manga Entertainment as a 2-set DVD, which me and Rebecca were fighting over in the original recording of this because she said it didn't have a dub on it, and I literally had to go and find the back of the box and say I remember watching it dubbed when I bought it, and I only ever bought part 1. I'd never seen part 2, so actually I do really need to pick this up because I actually do want to see how the heck that series ends. I remember it being pretty out there from what I watched.
It's Ikuhara. Anything he does is pretty out there.
Yeah. So he is. So that looks like a fun series. It actually looks like a really good series.
It is a really good series.
You do realise, Rebecca, as it's like I think it's almost 10 years now. Is that series 10 years old now?
10 years. Yes, it is 10 years old.
You do realise it's back onto our Japan trip. I think I've told you this. I told you all about the recycling shops and the second-hand shops in Akiba. I never told you. So let's say you went there now and you wanted Demon Slayer stuff. I'm not going to lie, the Demon Slayer stuff in all the second-hand shop, they're going to be like £10 a figure and stuff like that. I mean, you get okay prices, but you gotta understand as it's the new hot anime, you're gonna have to pay. Literally, you're going to these shops, and as it's Akiba, there'll be so much stuff, and this is literally you're literally going to find Penguin Drum figures for literally the equivalent of 20p.
Demon Slayer is so popular, you probably get like you get like Demon Slayer everything. You probably somebody's probably made like Demon Slayer underwear or something.
But I'm saying you're literally going to be able to go there, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have like the Penguin plushes, all the figures they released of her. They're going to be super cheap. Unless it's really rare and it's been really well kept of, then it may be expensive. But it's ridiculous how literally you're going to go into shops and you say you really like it's your anime. You're just going to find the Penguin Drum section and you're just gonna buy it all. It's gonna be nuts.
But here's the thing:
I
think we're going to be getting 2 new confirmation movies next year. Don't know if we're going to get them over here, but they actually kickstarted.
Actually, maybe that's when we're hopefully at MCM, we will hopefully be getting talking with Anime Limited. At least congratulating them on all their good work, and hopefully we'll bring that up in the conversation if they're looking to license it. Sometimes it actually is good to say what sort of things you want licensing because they're only humans, they don't know what we want.
Penguin Drum's got a cult fan base.
Yeah, actually, in a way, the fact they're licensing it now and releasing a Blu-ray does make me think they're going, "Oh, Penguin Drum, that's going to become relevant again." So that actually is anime. That actually does sound like something Anime Limited would at least license and release on DVD. Whether I don't think it'll get quite a full cinema release, but maybe at maybe at one of the film festivals it'll get shown. So at least you hopefully will get at least a a Blu-ray edition of the movie.
I just
when it comes
remember
out.
like Penguin Drum being like, it's like a show that's full of memes.
I remember the memes back in the day. It's been so long. Yeah, so that's really exciting. Right. The next release is probably one of the biggest anime movies to ever come out. That being Ghost in the Shell.
Technically British as well.
And it's a British movie. I think we have covered that in our manga entertainment episode. Plug. Yes.
You're going to link it, aren't you?
I probably will somehow. If I have the energy when I'm editing. I won't, but if you guys want to like just go through our videos and look for the one that says manga entertainment, or either had manga in the title somewhere, manga entertainment. They Ghost in the Shell is getting a re-release. Always a movie. I've always found Ghost in the Shell the movie a little bit overrated. I'm sorry. I know that's going to be unpopular in some circles. You're right to hate me. I know I have terrible taste, but unfortunately,
yeah, you do.
I remember liking Standalone Complex a little bit more.
Yeah, Standalone Complex with tits.
Yeah, I actually noticed. I think there's a new Ghost in the Shell movie coming out. I noticed on the new releases. So yeah, so that'll be interesting. We'll get there later. So that's the millionth re-release of Ghost in the Shell. You now can get it in 4K. Excellent. And of course, the last one of this week is Fruits Basket Season 2.
I think that got delayed again.
Did it? Funimation just are like, we're going to release this. No, we're not. I wish Funimation would at least like update their shit. Get your shit together, Funimation. Get your shit together. Right. And now we're going to look at the 4th of October. And Okie doke. And first one coming out is Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Part 2, the Anime Limited doing the collector's edition. As I said, that was released back by Breeze Entertainment. So this is the first time it's going to be actually physically available to since the
release.
The Breeze release. So that's good. I really like Seed. I don't care what people say about Seed. I
prefer
Seed.
Wing.
You prefer Wing. I think we've gone through this before because you saw it on Cartoon Network back in the day and you thought it was the bee's knees.
Yes, it was.
I remember Wing's just about a load of guys who's just like, yo, we've got them pilots and we like the company of each other. That's pretty much what I remember. I don't think I saw very much of it. That's good. That one of my favorite Gundams is coming back on. I actually may pick that because I think I've got Seed Destiny somewhere upstairs, but I don't have Seed.
What, in your pile of crap?
My pile of crap somewhere. I have Seed. Right, and the next release is, I hope, this has been delayed again. Is everything on my list just been delayed? I noticed it. I think everything here has been delayed because I'm really sure we talked about Yo-Yo Hakuro Part 2 before, and I think we talked about Toilet Bound.
No, we talked about it in the previews because they'll be in the Transformers movie in that lot.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's when we talked about that. Yes.
Well, that's the actual date, unless Funimation / manga decides to
not do their job. We got Golden Kumi Season 1 DVD.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's been delayed.
So that's been delayed, so we won't talk about that. We'll pretend that's not there.
That's a good. That's a good series, though.
I've not seen it. I need to watch it, so maybe that will be.
It's like more of a historical / cooking manga.
No, Rebecca. I remember the other day I was talking to Rebecca and we're talking about content we want to make, and we were actually talking about another YouTube channel that I think Rebecca actually watches a lot of, and it's funny. I actually brought up. I even said that. I said I wouldn't mind doing some food stuff, but I will admit I'm terrible at food. And you should have seen how excited Rebecca was when I said that. You were like, "Oh my god, we're doing food stuff." I was like, "Yeah, in Japan, I want to do a lot of food stuff. Like, I want us to try. Even me, who's a notoriously picky eater, I want to try. It's like, just find me all this crazy stuff to eat." And you were so excited. It was so sweet.
Yeah, But it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand
Spand out.
Tim's taste buds.
Tim's taste buds, not
But
trash.
it's a bit of a work in progress.
You're getting there. You got me trying some things. I mean, the other day, that iced coffee you got me trying the other day, that was rank.
Even hated that. That was horrible. That's an abomination.
We were overseeing a friend, and Rebecca. No, he bought a nice. What he bought was like a nice
tea.
Like, tea, and it ended up being a iced coffee, and he was like, "Oh, this is the most rank thing ever." And then Rebecca had some, and she was like, "Oh, this is rank." And I just sort of went, "Actually, now I'm curious. I want to see how rank this thing is." And I tried it.
It's an abomination.
It was an abomination. It was not nice. So
yeah, it says here, Golden Kamuy season 1 moves from October the 4th to January 24th. So, but until next year.
We can just go to Funimation store and be like, "What's going on, boys and girls? What's going on? Why are you delaying
Do you
everything?"
think they'll turn up at MCM? I mean, they've got like whole thing for NYCC.
MSI, what's that? MSI, what?
New York Comic-Con.
Oh yes. Are they going to that? Or are they not going?
Yep, they are going to that. They've got a whole thing on the Funimation website.
Okay. Okay. I mean, of course, with EGX, they just pretty much announced, or they did a really weird announcement where they said some of our friends won't be there, and then everyone's like, so that means Nintendo, Xbox, Sony as a company isn't going to be. They're literally like, why didn't you just say, the big video game companies? I know. I hope Funny is there. I think they were. I'm pretty sure Anime Limited will be there. I am pretty sure they'll go. So yeah, I'm hoping Funnies go. That'll be interesting. We'll cover that in our MCM preview if that doesn't, what happens, if there's anything like that. So there's Yo-Yo Hakuro part 2. I do actually want to pick up the first part at MCM.
Well, that's still on its release date.
Yeah, so that should hopefully come out. But that's part 2. And the last one I hope is not changed is the toilet bound Hano-chan. Hanako-kun. That Rebecca was like, "Oh, I'm really interested in this." So she may be picking it up. So it's like, oh, why not?
I don't really collect like much DVDs, to be honest, because I haven't really got anything to watch them on. I don't really have a TV set up in my room because it's so full of my other interests.
Yes, or her My Little Pony stuff. Rebecca doesn't have My Little Pony stuff. I was only joking.
Well, like my figures and my books and my makeup stuff and my cosplay shit and all my random crap.
Yeah. So that looks like it's the new releases. So yeah, some interesting ones there. We just hope manga. I still call it a manga, but it's not manga. I just hope they don't keep cancelling shit. Right. So you ready to go on to the next one?
Yep.
Cool. Right. So we're actually sadly we got some sad news and some glad news, I guess, in a way. We are very sad to say the anime convention, Hibacon. We actually been to all 3. We were there when it first opened.
Full attendance.
We were the original attendance. Hibacon is unfortunately no more. It is a deceased convention. As I said, we really like going to it. I really like going to Milton Keynes, and I'm actually sad to not be.
We like America-town.
We like America-town. That's Soviet town. And we're really sad to say, but Hibacon have announced that unfortunately they will be. They have shut down. There was kind of a thing they did earlier on in the year, refund everyone, and said they weren't going to run this year. So there kind of was some writing on the wall. And yeah, that's really sad to hear because I really did have a good time at Hibacon.
Yeah, I had a really good time. Unfortunately, the last time I went, I had some personal issues, but all the other I've had some really good times at Hibacon.
Oh, there was one time you embarrassed me. You ended up saying something.
I embarrassed you in front of your
It was really fun. Yeah, literally, she embarrassed me in front of Senpai. It was quite amusing. I just didn't know what to do.
You loved it, really.
I'm sorry, I have social anxiety. I'm sorry I put myself out there.
I put myself out there. Alcohol just helps me a lot.
Oh, I know. He was quite now looking back on it, it was actually quite amusing. And yeah, no, yeah, so pretty much yeah, it's very sad to see Hibacon sadly being no longer. But there's already another con that's going to take it, and I realise I haven't actually got its Twitter page up. What is the name of this convention again, Rebecca?
Hataru-con.
Hataru-con is apparently a new convention. It's apparently going to be way more of a chill event. I think they're just going to build themselves up slowly. Apparently it will be taking over the November or the end of season slot. That ever since Okinari's ended. Okinara, yeah, that's it. Okinara's ended. It's kind of almost, the Scottish con. It's kind of almost been a bit of a. I think it's always kind of been a bit. I think that was just the one con that kind of never got fully cursed. So I think originally we had Fuyucon, and Fuyucon decided to make the amazing move. They went, someone somewhere went, let's put the date the same weekend MCM always runs. And of course, us all being weebs, we were like, we're not going to go to some like small hotel convention when we can go to MCM. And of course, that's other things, not just us weebs. It's the other problem is no store is going to come to your convention because MCM literally sends everyone's kids to college because they make that so much from that event. I know people would say something like, yeah, 80% of like what I make at conventions comes from like MCM. So that's how big of an event. Like people aren't going to not show up to MCM. Then we had FishyCon that actually was smart and actually did run a different weekend, so people could actually go. It was actually a really good time, but it just never ran another one. I don't know why.
Fushy's got a lot of. Fushy has quite a fan base.
Yeah, Fishy was that con. It was the, I don't know. I guess something behind the scenes happened. I mean, even hinted at another edition, and it just never happened. I mean, it was a first time con. There was problems. I'm not going to say it was perfect, but I could have seen it come places. It could have been Hibana-con. And when sort of Hibana or Banana-con, as we lovingly called it to the annoyance of the committee, came along. It was like this. Everyone was like, we need a winter event. We need a winter event. And
it's like you can't really run an event in December because of Christmas.
Yeah.
You can't run an event in January because everyone's fucking broke.
February is normally where events start, and they're normally the rubbish events that we don't like talking about. And so it's kind of that long wait unless you want to sell your soul and go to the rubbish event, which I don't. And
actually, no, we're not doing that for the channel.
No.
We're not that desperate for content.
Well, Rebecca, I kind of burnt that bridge a long time ago.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, so I will not be going to that convention, and even if I wanted to, I don't think I'd be allowed to go to it.
Yeah, we've heard the stories.
We heard the stories. So yeah, technically, but we do have some other really good news that came out in the last few days. We have the good news that kitacon will be returning next summer.
Yes!
Yeah! Look at that, kitacon. Hey guys, we have some very exciting news about next few weeks. I would like to take a moment, an important update that literally explaining that stand entry will be going up to £70 VIP. If I can get it, I'm getting. It's going up to £99, which is, I actually say, fair enough. I was kind of expecting a high. Tell you the truth, conventions have been £50 since I started going. I think they kind of did need to take a little bit up.
Yeah, I mean, like stuff like Minami was starting to rise to about 60
pre-pandemic. So 60, that was coming up 60, and it's one of those things. It's like It's like even today, I literally, as I still live in this house, I literally got told that I have to pay more towards the bills now, and I actually had quite a big hike up in what I pay towards the house. So, but it's understandable. It's like, as my dad explained, he said it is a big, like, the energy bill has really gone up, so you're gonna have to pay towards it. So
I was like, it's like, I think we've probably got some price rises coming.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that I'm not going to mention on this podcast. They are personal issues and personal issues only.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I have noticed that probably because like podcast stuff, I've been spending a bit more.
But yeah, the same with me. I've been spending more money ever since I started the channel. Got to get all the good equipment and all the nice merchandise.
Or just having a dick waving concert of Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, our Pokemon habits. I'm gonna try and go cold turkey because I literally went into town today. Our last 2 days, nobody has any Evolved Skies, and I really hated the last 2 sets before that. So I'm just like, nope. I even actually asked at one of the shops, and they said, "Yeah, we're not getting any in till next month now."
Yeah, so, I pretty much said, I think no one near me's got them in, so I thought,
yeah.
No, I've got cosplay.
I'm going to go. I'm going to try until MCM itself. I'm going cold turkey on Pokemon cards, unless like any celebration packs come out. Then that's out the window.
I will keep track of this next week.
When is celebrations coming out again?
I don't know. Probably end of. Let me just.
You're going to check when Pokemon because I'm such a pro at running a podcast and recording all the audio.
Right, Pokemon celebrations. 25 years.
25 years of her.
I pull better cards than you.
Yeah, you better not in celebrations. If I pull amazing cards, then I heard all the cards are amazing in celebrations.
It says in here Q4 2021, which means in October and December.
Not November.
It says on Card Collector available. Oh no.
What?
Expo. Is that? Let me just double check.
Oh my god. Is it available Expo? Oh my god. That means they're all gonna have oh my god. We're just gonna be going nuts. Like just buying, like we're gonna go straight in all the cards free. We're just gonna be buying like, good sir, can I have all your big boxes of celebration cards? Oh, it's going to be awesome. We can open them up at MCM. MCM, we can do it as Arthur and be.
Oh, it says. Well, yeah. So I need to get to work on that. But
yeah, I need to.
It says between like stuff's coming out about the, like some. It's like some bits are out on the 8th and some bits are out on the 22nd.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably so I will be picking some stuff up on the 8th, and then I will pick up some stuff on the 22nd. So that.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm picking up from this set, to be honest.
It's the retro sets. It has like base set cards in it.
I haven't got much for bonus Gen 1 as most of the internet has.
I do.
Fine, we all do.
We do. It's Generation 1. It defined the generation. So back to actually, I guess our point. So kitacon will hopefully in the next few weeks be announcing its date, its time, where it's going to be. Most importantly, do you think they'll go back to the Warwick Arts Centre?
I'd like it, but I've heard. But there's some of the people that the committee know are a bit like, there's been like some dodgy things going on from the Warwick Arts Centre, so.
Yeah, I think it was more because last time it was a building site.
I think we all had trauma from that. I think, did anyone have a good time at last
Ame, yeah, it was the last Ame. We can't blame Kitta, we can't thingy.
We can't blame Kitta, we like Kitta.
We like Kitta. I think it was
Monstrous kitacon, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, kitacon. So hopefully things will be okay. Wherever they go, it would just be really nice to have a summer convention. It's been like 4 years since we've last had a summer convention.
5 years.
5? Wow. Really?
It'll be 5 years next year.
5 years next year, bloody hell. I remember when we'd like not have one for a year and everyone went
4
crazy.
years. Actually, probably about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, man. It's wild. That's absolutely wild. But hopefully we'll be seeing kitacon back soon. Right, shall we go on to the last thing today in our main big ticket item?
Yep.
And that is, of course, it's being the new anime season, and we are doing our preview because I think stuff starts airing tomorrow. Yay! We're organised.
I barely watched anything last season because we've been busy.
We were busy. I will tell you the truth. The only anime I really kept up on was Maid Dragon Season 2.
What about Love Live?
I've even fallen behind on that. I'm only up to episode 6 on that.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I've really finished is is My Hero Academia season.
Oh, that's something else I just went. Oh yes, Hero Academia.
Yeah, I think season 6 is coming, probably with the movie cast. Hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. I will admit the season of Hero Academia was just a bit too slow for my liking. It felt a very show jumpy, but when I say show jump in a bad way. So let's look through and figure out what anime we're hopefully watching. I can already see one I am definitely watching. I think it debuts on the 7th at midnight Japan time. So hopefully I will be back from work to see that. No. 7th, that the Thursday.
That's Thursday.
Oh, that's when I'm going to EGX. Oh, I can't. I can watch it back later and do a react. So I can still do that. Komi-san can't communicate. Of course, this has been picked up by Netflix, which we hopefully will be talking about. Netflix have another, even though that's actually what we recorded originally, but I lost the audio, but we're going to do it again. But we decided to do this.
The cursed episode.
And I know that's the thing, that I have audio and video of me, just audio, and I may one day, maybe if we have like a DVD, I may release it as an added feature. It's just like literally an hour of me talking to myself. It's like I've just truly lost it. This looks like a really interesting series. I mean, people have been asking for this to be made into an anime for absolutely ages.
Absolutely. It's like I remember last Minami I was at. It's like someone said, "Oh, I've just got a picture of Komi on my phone because she's cute," and she is cute.
She is cute. She's adorable. She's like, oh, just look at her. She can't communicate. I think this is actually going to be a very good series, especially with a lot of people with social anxieties and other things. I think this is going to be a very relatable series to some people, and I can see probably why the excitement. I mean, in my local Waterstones, they have like all the manga. I'm noticing they're picking up the Waterstones in my hometown. Manga section is getting bigger. I know one of the people works in that, and he even told me firsthand they made it bigger. There was actually one manga I saw in there I've not seen for absolute years, and it's like they just reprinted. That being Detective, and shockingly, I actually have the plus here. They actually had the first volumes of Detective Conan manga. Wow. Still under the case closed. They still don't want to call it Detective Conan.
I think that's like a licensing thing.
No, actually, do you want to know why they couldn't call it? They didn't want to call it Detective Conan. It wasn't, and it's even to the point that this actor actually has done Conan stuff now. It literally was. They thought people would think it was about Conan O'Brien.
Oh.
And it's to the point that now Conan O'Brien literally has gone to Japan, to Conan Town, to claim his name back. But from the sounds of it, he sounds pretty cool. Wow. There's actually a really funny video of him going to Conan Town and being like, I want my money. And then in return, I'll give you 1,000 hamburgers. So, Rebecca, is there anything in this season you're looking forward to?
Oh,
that sounds like
there's something I'm having. There's something that I really want to have a look at. I just really hope it's not shit.
Okay, what's not shit?
Hope it's not shit. TactOp.Destiny.
TactOp.
Which is a Madhouse X Mapper original anime. So We know it's some good shit.
Oh yeah, here it is. I see it now. It has a blonde girl. It's a bit like
In the story of Anime, one day a black meteorite fell on the world and the world completely changed. I think this is a bit but this actually we saw the trailer on this at like the Mappa Fest where everyone just wanted the Chainsaw Man trailer.
Yeah.
And this looks amazing. It's like very classical music-y.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. It's like our main boy actually only has like one arm.
That's cool. That sounds.
Yeah. It's like, I really hope this is going to be good.
So I'm just looking through I'm looking through like the. It's like sit through adverts. Yeah, no, this looks like it could be interesting. I said Madhouse is making it. As I said,
Mappa's making it. Mappa can do.
What else is Mappa? What else?
Mappa's done Yuri on Ice.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm excited now.
Yuri on Ice season 4 of Attack on Titan. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, yeah, they animate good shit. I've seen all those shows, and that is some good shit that they animate. So that's one of the things you've.
They did like Skate the Infinity. I think they did Skate the Infinity.
Did they?
I'm not sure.
I've not seen Skate the Infinity, so. Yeah.
Oh look! Since I'm on a certain site, I can also. Oh no, that's apparently Bones.
Okay, Bones. Okay, sorry, giving credit to someone who was something they didn't do. We apologise.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry. Here at Anime UK, we sometimes make mistakes. The following things are all mistakes. Right, is there any other
It's Pretty Boys doing sport.
Yeah. Any other things? Any other? Oh, there is an anime I'm very much looking forward to. I think you know why I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And Rebecca's like, God, no.
Oh,
please don't.
Oh, for that tact OP, Crunchyroll have it.
Ah, cool. Crunchy, the good people at Crunchyroll.
Yep, I see this.
So we have an anime called Kaganodo. That pretty much is the key crossover series. Those who don't know who Key are, they originally started out making visual novels, and now they've slowly got into the actual world of anime production. But of course, the first hit being the original canon. And then, of course, they released Air.
Canon 2002.
And then the god-awful original version of Canon. And then, like, a few years later, they remade it. Of course, they released Air in between that time, the amazing TV series, which I did a panel explaining why that series was extremely important and the only anime ever to be released on HD DVD because it came out that early. And then, of course, the masterpiece that was Clannad. And of course, they made Little Busters and Rewrite and Charlotte's and
technically Angel Beats.
Yeah, Angel Beats. They made Angel Beats as well. How did I get Angel Beats? Angel Beats one of their best thing, and they also made I've totally forgotten its name. It came out recently. It will come to me later, and I'll scream it out when I do. But from my understanding, this will only feature characters from Canon, Air, Clannad, Little Busters, and Rewrite. Oh, it does say and later, and other key franchises to be released. I think one of the Planetarian characters is in there. When Planetarian was like their original, like virtual novel, and I think they have made a movie.
I think it's like an OVA of a few episodes.
Yeah, they did make an OVA of that. But yeah, got Clannad. Clannad was a masterpiece. And just the thought of seeing the Clannad characters back, even though I know this is going to be one of those chibi and mokke series that just doesn't take itself very seriously. I'm still excited to see it.
All I can think. Oh gosh, I've just got this horrible thought that's just gone in my mind.
What?
You know how like Nagasa's? Do you think that they probably like pull the Kenny joke from South Park on Nagisa, or was that just a bit too start.
Oh no, thingy, what's her name? Mizuku's standing right next to her. And the thing about Mizuku... Oh god, I just realized I'm just going to spoilers for Air and Clannad. Yeah, Mizuku kind of stays dead. I realised they're standing next to each other. I'm like, oh dear. Two deaths there that I never fully got over, even though literally one of them is revived. Won't tell you which one. Yeah, that death is still like, oh my god. That death is still really sad to take. Yeah, or depending which version of the other one you're watching, whether they kind of stay dead. Yeah, I could see them making really... But it's been great. The only sad thing about Mizuku being there is her voice actress did die. So I'm guessing someone else will have to be brought in to voice her. So that does kind of suck. But yeah, it's just nice to see the characters again. It's nice. It'll be nice to see the Air characters again. I haven't seen them since 2007 when I used to watch it on Windows Movie Media Player. Oh god, that shows you how old that is. That's just going to bring back some nostalgia seeing some of these characters again. So is there anything else you're looking forward to, Rebecca?
I'm just having a little look.
There's one. Did you mind me poking in with one I saw that I think you may like as well?
Ooh.
Oh no, you found one. You can say the one you found you like.
Right. There's one that I'm not sure how much I'm going to watch this, but
yeah,
I think it's got I think it'll probably have quite a bit of Western appeal.
Yes.
Platinum End. Mostly because it's another Oba and Abata series.
Okay.
If you knew who they're like the people who wrote Death Note and Bakuman.
And
Death Note's still stupidly popular.
So Katanen, I'm just trying to find it on my list.
Death Note, Platinum End, it's right at the top.
Oh, it's right at the top. Oh, Platinum End. I always said Katanen. I was just going to be like a show about cats.
But I actually watched all of Death Note last year. It was on Netflix. That series still holds up even today.
Death Note was like a solid series. Like I will say that Death Note. Death Note was just like wow. Yeah, this looks interesting. It looks very Death Note-y. He looks a bit like Near and Light had a love child, and this is the adventure of the love child.
Yeah, people still cosplay Death Note even today.
They do. No, Death Note's really popular. I mean, it's had sequels. It had. I remember that. I was like reading the sequel chapter while watching the new Doctor Who, and I was just reading it, going, "Wow, this sequel chapter is really really good and like imaginative and makes me want more." I just look up Doctor Who, like this. It's just god awful.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, at least we're getting Russell T Davies.
I'll get Russell T Davies back, and hopefully someone amazing to play the Doctor. But yeah, this looks good. This looks like something the kids will all watch. Has this been picked up by Funny or Crunchy yet?
Let me just have a look.
Because the annoying thing about this, it doesn't say. Oh no, it says distribution unknown.
I think I've seen it on someone's site. Let me just double check. Crunchy
got it. Okay, Crunchy got it. I mean, in a few years' time, it's not going to matter because they're going to be the same site. I wonder when that's going to happen. We need to take bets on when is Crunchy and Funny going to like just merge into one big ball of anime. Weeb.
I give it a couple of years.
Really, I give it maybe another year, and then I think they need to sort of. I presume people will be contracted to work. Whether they would need to lay off people because they wouldn't need people working on both apps and stuff, and kind of just go boing into like one. What would they do? Do you think they'll call it something like Funimation's Crunchyroll, or do you call it Funny Crunchy, or will they just call it either Funimation, or they'll either call it just Crunchyroll?
It'll probably just be Funimation because it cannibalizes everything.
Yeah, true. I mean, they got rid of manga entertainment, They didn't keep the name angry.
And they got the Anime Lab in Australia.
True, so yeah, probably will. Crunchyroll will be a thing that we'll be nostalgic for. God, be nostalgic for something that's yet to die. The internet. Right. I think I see another series that could be interesting. This Denji meets Girl.
Denji meets Girl.
I think I saw a trailer for it somewhere at some point. Misu Haga is a listless first year girl who works part-time at a front desk at her family hotel. Oh, Okinawa! We're going back to Okinawa after going to Okinawa last season.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll visit the aquarium.
Maybe.
We hope we go to Okinawa one day, and
yeah.
I don't think that aquarium was real. I'm afraid.
No,
you can't meet the penguins. I'm sorry.
We'll meet the penguins in other places.
Yeah, we're gonna go meet the drum penguins. Okay, so we need to make that. We need to make videos of us meeting penguins from anime. Or maybe you should do like a top 10 penguins in anime.
I think somebody actually did that as a panel at a convention a while back, so I don't think nicking his idea is a good idea.
You don't want to nick other people's idea. Yeah, so this looks interesting. Looks like another nice Okinawa series. Makes me want to go. I want to go to Okinawa. I don't think it's got distribution. It doesn't say anything.
Let me just have a look.
Rebecca's having a look. Let's have a look.
I have my sources.
She has her sources. Wikipedia.
Not Wikipedia.
No, trust me, kids. Wikipedia is not a good place for. When you get to university, this is no joke. You write something down. They insist, like in your essay, you say, "Oh, this and this and that." They insist you quote the book you got it from.
Yes.
And the website, the page, and it's just and it was even stuff I remember just talking about YouTubers in one paper, and I think they were just a bit you do know you have to. I think at least you just have to quote this is this guy's YouTube channel. I was talking about what the bark and saying how people can get popular. This is how long ago this how people can get popular on YouTube and how people are making money out of YouTube. I think just have to put the what the bark YouTube page in my quotes. Someone had to sit there and sort of type it in and went, okay, this guy exists. It was a wilder time in the early 2000s.
Yeah. I don't think they got distributed that yet. But there is a few big ticket items, but should we save those till last?
Yeah, we'll save those till last. I'm just looking for because there's a lot of look at the cute anime girl sort of series. But last time I said, I was gonna watch that anime about I've forgotten what it's called. I see something our friend Christopher will definitely be watching. There's a fit boxing anime and he loves the anime about keeping fit. Oh, did you see there's going to be a Gunma-chan anime?
No, I didn't. That looks very cute, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna stream. I think the first episode is available on YouTube now. Rebecca likes her mascots. I like my mascots.
Yeah, I just if they ever make a Kumon anime, we're all fucked.
Yeah, we are. Oh no, did I tell you? The other day, I was at the Arsenal Wimbledon game, and Gunnosaurus was doing meet and greets down the bottom, and me and my dad got in, and I'm just sorry, father, I'm going to go and meet Gunnosaurus. I'm literally charging down there, charging all the children out. And I think there's a photo. He took a photo of me taking a photo. I'd say to my mom, going, "Look what our son does." It was weirdest sessions. Our son has some mascot costumes. I'm taking a selfie with Gunnosaurus. Yeah. So, Digimon Ghost Game, an actual original Digimon series. That's of course taking the place of.
I just remember that time when we were just we went for One Piece and I kept bitching about how.
Yeah, she really seems to dislike the new the one before this, the reboot of
Yeah, I
Genuine.
just think they milk adventure too much.
It's one of those things. To tell you the truth, I'm one of these people. That original series of Digimon will always exist. They're not going to change it. If there's not a so great, there's a rubbish sort of reboot series. You just like it exists in its own little bubble. It doesn't ruin the original. I can go and get. I think I've got a DVD of the original upstairs. And can go and watch that and be like, no, the original will still always be in my heart, and no one will care about the reboot if it's not good. Oh, there's one because I'm looking at the online, the ONA or the online.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, this is kind of a sad story now. There's a certain little angry raccoon who
Red Panda.
It's a red panda. God, I know nothing. I like replace me with someone else. I just get everything wrong. Red Panda. I totally said Red Panda the first time, and that's what we're going with. A certain angry red panda whose adventures are on Netflix, and me and my younger sister would love watching these. And anytime one was out, she'd be like, "Yo, Tim, put one on." Put on an episode or two because they're really they're only 10 minutes. The episodes,
except that last, about 10.
They're about they're like 10. I think they changed. I think there's some like later episodes that are like 15.
Yeah, it's like that last.
That last
season 3 was
that last episode.
Oh god, that.
I will admit, I did actually enjoy season 3, but it just got
season
3. It got really, really dark. I think it was just a bit too. I think more the thing is you don't see it actually tackles it really well. The subject matters it tackles. It actually tackles extremely well. It's just you don't really see it coming until it happens. But I think that probably was one of the things they were trying to go with to make you go, yeah, no, this is so shocking that like no one saw it coming. So
and it's on a fucking Netflix cartoon about an angry red panda designed by Sanrio.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, this has got really like it's actually tackling some like really like dark subject matters like extremely well. By the way, extremely like I mean, that's sometimes the thing is when you're dark tackling, you don't do it well. That's when it's bad. But when you're like, actually, no, this is actually done extremely well. But it's just.
I'm actually going to be honest. I actually do watch that sequence over and over again on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not that sequence, but the resolution sequence.
Oh yes, when they yeah. About to say, I hope you don't watch that in the D. I was so traumatized in the D. Yeah, but no, I actually really love the series, and it was always those series me and my sister watched together. And she's just recently moved out, and I'm just like. I really, because I'm not joking. The first series I had no interest in. I was like, "That's a girls' show," and she was like, "Oh, Tim, could you set it all up for me and stuff?" And I'm like, "Fine, I'm in the room. I'll watch it. You know, this is like Hello Kitty material. Like, I'm expecting Hello Kitty to show up any minute." And I went, "Okay, no, this is more than a girls' show. This is actually, the first 2 seasons, and it's a season. And I'm really looking at how she's gone, and I have no one to watch it with." It was such a fun series to watch with someone.
You can always watch with me.
Yeah, we're going to watch it. We can probably watch it. We'll probably like marathon it at some point. That was the thing. She always hated marathon. She like watched 3 episodes at max at the time. She was just like, that's why I think she liked it, as it was only 10 minutes. So you could watch loads.
I think I watched about season 3 in about 2 sessions.
Yeah, it's kind of like with BoJack. I remember doing that, just like sitting, and F is for family, just sitting there and just going. And sometimes you just go, actually, I kind of wish I watched it a bit slower because I thought, wait, ages now.
I mean, I'm currently binging Superstore, but I'm only doing like a few episodes at a time.
Oh, because we saw Superstore. How is Superstore?
It's really good, actually.
I actually may watch an episode when because we actually caught it the other day on our Birmingham trip. And we are like, this actually looks like a show we'd probably really like. Of course, it's not an anime. But if it was an anime, it'd be even better.
But it's like it is an interesting show.
Yeah.
I just find the jokes hit.
Yeah. Right.
Really well.
There any other anime you want to? I know there's lots more to talk about.
I don't think we've got. There's nothing that. There's OVAs, there's movies, but
we're not. I mean, we're getting the Sword Art movie, but they've not given us the official. America's got their thing. We've not. Ressha-hen, we're not getting in the cinema because the first movie was too. Macross we can forget about. Actually, no, we can't forget about Macross now because apparently we are going to start getting all the Macross stuff. But I don't. But
there is Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which probably will get released next year.
Yeah, that comes out 24th of December. So that will come out. That will come out over here in the cinemas. I'm 99% sure of that. Probably Funimation. I'm pretty sure Funimation will be dealing with that. Probably a little bit after the Sword Art movie comes out, because they are doing the Sword Art progressive movie, which I'm really actually looking forward to, because I actually really like the early Sword Art stuff. So it'll actually be really kind of cool to see them hopefully do a really good job on it this time. As I said, they got these third Ressha-hen. I haven't seen the second one. I'm picking it up at Expo. I mean, Comic-Con. God, it's not 2009 anymore.
No, Tim. No, it's not.
It's just think of the rebuild of Evangelion series, but they just literally decided we're going to animate about 10 minutes of new footage, and the rest of it we're just going to cut up the old film and just stick it. Like, that's the first. I heard the second one doesn't do that. I heard the second one is pretty much all an original movie, which is weird because originally the rebuild of Evangelion, the original idea was the first 3 movies were just going to be quick shows. They were just going to be the retelling of the series. So I presume what they were going to do, or they were just, and especially if you watch the first movie, it literally is almost line for line the same as the TV series. But someone went, hey, we're going on to all this effort and making it again. We might as well actually change shit. Which I'm really glad they did, because, I actually really liked the rebuild of Evangelion movies.
Yeah, I think we can all see on this channel.
I really like the rebuild of Evangelion movie. Oh, so there's a weird one. There's a weird series that I actually have, even though technically I have already seen this because I saw it in the cinemas earlier this year. Technically, before season 2 comes out, which actually does come out this season, we got Demon Slayer Mugen Train Hen, which will be a remaster of the Mugen Train story arc. First episode will be an all-new adventure featuring...
Because we just want to watch spoilers die again.
Yeah, we want to watch we want to watch a certain character do more stuff. And so that's going to be cool.
And Sishuesha like, damn, this Demon Slayer is really popular. And do you know what we like? Money.
I think it's weird because the what they've done recently, they made movie versions of all the other arcs in Demon Slayer. We actually watched one. We were actually watching one. It was actually really. I was even saying this is like way better paced than the TV series. Like I kind of like, but it's just weird. So now it's almost like you've got the options to watch Demon Slayer as a set of movies or Demon Slayer as episodes. So it's just weird that they now they went back through and made all the TV episodes movies, and now so there was 5 movies that went over the first season, and now they're going to make the movie into episodes, including.
I heard they actually put the movie on the TV recently.
Yes.
It got very high ratings.
Yes, I can understand. Actually,
I think that's about 20. Was it? I think it's about 20% of like TV audience.
That's good, considering that it was on. I think it was on around prime time, and those are people who probably already seen it. So the fact people probably want to see it. But even though now they'll get to see it again, they'll get to see it even more. I'm guessing they're thinking maybe for some international releases may have not got the movie, or people may have not thought the movie was very important and be really confused when of course we are. I think the 5th of December is when we get the Entertainment District arc starts. So that's of course a new arc. So that's I guess technically unofficial release of start of season 2. But I guess it's the official start of season 2. I'm guessing Crunchy's going to be showing this.
Yep, Crunchy's got it. Funny's got it.
So probably Crunchy for the subs, Funny for the dub. And yeah, so that I'm looking forward to at least the first episode. I may actually watch the other 6 episodes just to remind myself what happened. I don't know. It was very heavily. Plus, I want to see the new opening and ending titles. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard the original song's still charting.
Doesn't surprise me. Yes, it is. Go on the Japanese music channels, you will still see the first season opening on the charts. I'm not joking. And then you'll sometimes even see the movie theme on the charts as well.
Yeah.
It's just wild how popular that is.
Yeah. Also, it's just like
it was in the Olympic closing as well.
Yeah.
How popular.
Even though, yeah.
Everyone else.
Get rid of almost all the culture, and then you just put Demon Slayer in.
No,
it's just that fucking popular.
I actually heard what actually happened. It was kind of sad.
Yeah,
they had a load of IP lined up for the Olympics. And what happened? There was just loads of drama and stuff, and literally everyone, like Nintendo pulled out. I think most just the anime studios ended up just pulling out. So originally there was like a big plan to have like something. I heard something crazy like Lady Gaga like shooting through a load of Mario pipes and stuff like that happening. So it's just a shame. Of course, we got out the Brazil closing ceremony. We had the whole Abe coming out as Mario. So we thought it was going to be more than that, but I said unfortunately, I think there was just a load of drama to do with a load of stuff for the Olympics. So yeah, unfortunately, we lost a load of good, amazing sounding events due to it. Right.
Yeah. We still got stuff.
We still got what I'm saying.
Our long running animes.
This may shock you.
Still got stuff. Yeah.
This may shock you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Cecil-san is still running this season. And it will be running next season. And the season after that. And the season after that. Because it's Cecil-san. And nothing will ever kill it.
Yeah. I mean, we even started watching One Piece from time to time again.
Yeah, we're watching One Piece. Of course, One Piece is still on. Boruto is still on. Don't know how that's still on. Shots fired. What else is still on? Shin-chan's still on. Mieruko-chan still on. Doraemon still on. What other long run?
Shin-chan?
Yeah, I already said Shin-chan. I said Shin-chan, Mieruko-chan. There's another series. That other series. Conan Detective. This little guy here, he's still on.
How did you forget Detective Conan?
Pokemon still on.
Not quite in the Pokemon variety show.
No, technically Pokemon is still a continuous Ash or She is still in the show. So you can claim it's still the same show, even though it has new titles, animation, everything. It's still technically, you can argue, it's the... But that's the same with Doraemon. I think in about 2005, I think they looked at the old voice, the voice cast was just getting really old. And they really just looked at them and went, you know what, you've done this show for 22 years. We're just going to retire everyone off at once and start anew. Like, just press the restart button on the whole show. Just so I think they could animate like earlier episodes without feeling guilty. Without people going, hey, wait, haven't they done this before? So that happened. I mean, Cecil-san, I think all the characters have gone through at least 3 voice actors. But that show has been going since the 60s, so you probably wouldn't expect anyone to carry on. Of course, we got Lupin the Third, Part 6.
Yep.
That will be coming out. As I said, I've not seen parts 1 to 5. I do really want to see Lupin. I'm probably going to pick up that Lupin the First DVD, or hopefully try watching that at some point, because I do really want to get into Lupin. And yeah, hopefully that will be good. So you people are looking forward to that. I presume that will be on Crunchyroll, because I know actually no, Funimation normally pick that up.
Let me just have a double check.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Oh wait, I can't check. I've closed the windows down. I'm stupid.
No, we need.
It's so.
Yeah, so.
It's not on Funny or Crunchy.
They probably haven't announced the licensing for it yet.
Yeah, it's an awkward one.
And of course, even though it's not on here, there is, of course, JoJo Part 6 will be starting in December. Of course, on Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's
we're getting like 4 episodes at a time.
4 episodes at a time. I am really looking forward to that. The fact, I presume the dub and the sub will be coming out at the same time. That's brilliant because I like watching my Shonen Jump dubs because it's Shonen Jump and they take forever. Oh wow, there's another series of Card Fight Vanguard. Who needs that? I'm just trying to see, did anything else that has tickled your fancy?
No.
Not Pride of Orange.
Pride of Orange.
Not 180 Boku no Komo no Money was Satoshi ni Deteku ka?
Wait, that Orange is an ice hockey anime?
Oh, it's not. It's an ice hockey anime. I just noticed that. And I just noticed this is there's an ASMR anime. I want to see this ASMR anime. It's like ASMR and anime. It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite Gen 2 girl. She does ASMR. I was listening to some of that earlier. See, we couldn't do an episode without talking about Hololive.
No.
What are you thinking so far of Hololive Gen 2 EN?
I haven't really been watching much, but I just find it funny that Rume's now the Hank Hill.
Oh yeah, I love
She's
Hank
been
Rume. I'll tell you what.
She's been explaining the Hank Hill. I think she's trying to explain to Kiara King of the Hill.
Kiara, God. It's like, no, you see, Kiara, you're not going to like King of the Hill because there's a lot of very sort of humor that'll go over your head.
When are we going to get the King of the Hill watch along?
Oh God, please do. Please just do a King of the Hill watch along. We should do a King of the Hill watch along.
We've already seen the Japan episode twice.
We've seen the Japan episode twice. We're getting hyped for Japan. No, because I can recreate all the scenes. Like you getting drunk or you having a beer on the plane and me being like, Rebecca, like I like beer next as much as the next person, but we're on duty. And then you're just going to look at me dirtily and I'm just going to call the steward over and be like, okay, I'm getting rid of Hugh Hefner over here.
But you told me to get a beer in an unpublished video that we still need to put on.
Oh yes, I do. I actually was editing that today.
Good.
I just needed to decide. I'm just trying to make that well edited. That Gravity video. As I said, I'm looking forward to this. We will be doing hopefully some videos before MCM. Hopefully we'll be doing some story time. We'll be hopefully doing a preview, but we're not going to do that until we know all the stuff that's going to be there. So that's more us going, oh, this is going to be there, this is going to be there, and what are you looking forward to, Rebecca, and stuff like that.
And also we've got stuff like, and also we've got Belle coming up next week.
Oh yes, and we have the hopefully if it's okay with the boys at Anime Limited, we'll hopefully be doing a first look at the new anime movie Belle, which we're very excited for, as we have tickets. And we will be going
got tickets and I'm making a weekend of it.
We're making a weekend of it, so that will hopefully be the next time, one of the next times you see us. Hopefully Gravity will be the time after this, and then Belle. So keep your eye on our channel.
If Tim isn't too lazy.
He isn't too lazy. Editing's hard. Okay.
Life is hard.
I know life is hard. Is there any new anime you want to talk about, Rebecca?
I mean, we've got some more sequel to stuff that was out earlier in the year, like 86, which I haven't seen, but frankly, not sure if I fancy seeing. I mean, we've got stuff like any more part 2s, Mushoku Tensei, which has got such a huge fan base, but
Right.
I mean, we've got stuff that has been delayed till a while back.
Like Shield Hero. Shield Hero will be next year.
Yeah, we've seen the new trailer.
Looks badass. Oh, there's like a new Ghost in the Shell coming out movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a compilation film with new scenes, so it's nothing overly. There's a new Marcos Frontier shorts, and yeah, just some other movies. But unfortunately, we won't get the movies until a lot later on, so no point looking at stuff we can't have. Right. So there's nothing else you want to comment on?
No.
No. So right, so just as saying, that was it for today. So there's a lot of anime to look forward to. Hopefully there'll be some good news show. Hopefully there'll be something that totally surprises us and we'll laugh when we look back at this and realize that it was there right in front of us and we didn't talk about it. So it showed us how much faith we had in it. And yeah, so as I said, we got the Bell video hopefully coming out very shortly. We've got lots of things, hopefully some MCM video. So hopefully getting the hype up for MCM. So please don't forget we are also on Twitter. We do have Twitter. We are, I've got our own flicking Twitter. At Anime in the UK. You know the name of this show. Of course.
How could you forget the name of the show?
I know. We're almost at 80 subscribers, Rebecca. We're 2 away from 80. So if you could please give us a sub. We'd love to be at 80 before MCM. That would be awesome.
That will happen.
I hope it happens. I really do, because it would look cooler than having 78 subscribers to people would have 80 subscribers. As you said, just on social media, I do try to post it there and share new anime news. So we've got Bell looking for it. So we've got a load of MCM stuff. So yeah, until next time, I have been Timothy Long.
And I've been Rebecca.
And yeah, I hope you enjoyed our video. Bye-bye.
Bye.